Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here's Ray Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flagging for it. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Allen now on first down. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here's a screen for Cook. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out will be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's going to run for it, and they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Another one for Cook. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, Shakir has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On 1st down, Allen Setting up the running back screen. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
It's Johnson on second down. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
This is Cook. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Again, it's Cook. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down, and they've got themselves a first and goal.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Gets it again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Now Allen going to the air. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Logan Cook on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. Allen setting up to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they took their shots, went unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we could call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Now run by Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Buffalo.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They just get the playoff. And oh, he got it! Interception! Oluwakin with the pick. And the Jaguars do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now Prater on to send it away. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Lawrence looking to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. And up from the pistol to Cook. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Allen. Going with the screen to Johnson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 3rd down now. They'll air it out on third. He's on the move past the 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Handoff here to Davis. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's Allen out of the pistol. Brings it in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars, nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So we're through 3 here. It's Jaguar football, but this slate's that lead likely too much for them to overcome. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play. And
the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 15 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Lawrence facing third and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through three quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First call here coming from the shotgun. Davis gets it on the draw. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Second down run by Davis. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Throw here, third down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Davis up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Bills, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Prater puts it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock. And now a little chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often a dictator. You add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you often end on the winning ledger more times than not.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Dive play straight ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Davis takes it straight ahead. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Allen on third down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Davis off the pistol handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.